Hey guys, welcome back to another video on this channel. Today I'm going to show you 15 amazing mods for Forge Minecraft version 1.20.1 or 1.21. Let's head into the video. And we start off with Fathomless Crimson, and this is a Minecraft horror mod that introduces scary creatures to the game. There are new mobs, new armor and equipment that can be crafted to help you in your fight. This mod really has an occult theme to it, with creatures with black plague masks, many red items, mobs and overall content. The mod has quite a nice style and blends well into Minecraft, because the new mobs don't veer off too far with the models from stuff we already know. But they are still unique and somewhat scary, although it is not a real horror experience, rather like an evil force has entered your world, which you need to defeat. There are a couple of mini-bosses that can summon further unworldly creatures, like the Bishop, which is based on pillagers, or the Cultists of Crimson, which are faceless, assassin-like warriors, or the Archbishop, which looks like a plague doctor. Some of the mobs and bosses can also be found in structures, and they have special attacks with animations that can pose a real challenge. Personally, I think the mod adds a little bit too much content, and I would prefer a more limited version with less equipment and just one or two mini-bosses and a couple of mobs you can encounter when exploring your world. Still, a great mod. Check it out. Next we have Furnitury, vanilla styled furniture, which is a mod that has been around for quite some time at this point. This mod will introduce over 200 unique furniture and decoration items that transform your builds and give them more life. Many of the furniture pieces are functional and available in multiple variants. They are blocks like sofas, chairs or tables, but also storage items like shelves, displays, crates and counters, which show the items they store. To craft your new furniture pieces, there are over 50 new items, and when placing the furniture, the blocks are also often dynamic, so you are able to, for example, extend your couch. However, there's still room for improvement in that regards, as some of the blocks are not responsive. The mod includes interior for kitchens, living rooms, the outside and places like gardens or beaches and more. There are other strong competitors for furniture, but this is definitely a good choice you can go with if you like the style. Do you want more fantasy bosses and armors in Minecraft and like to veer off a lot from vanilla content? Shows like universe, weapon, armor and boss might be worth a look for you. This mod is inspired by various games and will add a huge range of armors and mobs to the game, all of which are designed in high detail. The weapons, armors and so on mostly have 3D models, and the bosses the mod introduces are pretty powerful, so this is not your simple vanilla style mobs mod. Honestly, it is a mod that I wouldn't use myself, because I prefer more limited change to Minecraft, and this mod adds quite a lot of content. However, the armors it adds look pretty epic, and also the bosses really fit that fantasy style, although I would prefer fewer bosses, and more refined ones, which are really unique and may be placed inside the structure. Still, a mod with some cool content and nice visuals. The next mod on our list is Valley and Sky, and this mod cannot be downloaded on CurseForge or Modrinth yet, because it is still in development. But you can download the alpha version on the Discord server, and this mod looks super promising. It adds content revolving Elden Ring, like decoration and building blocks, but the coolest part about this mod at this point is definitely the range of mobs it adds. All of them have great models that are unique, interesting, but also really fit Minecraft. Furthermore, they are not static models, but feel alive, breathing, with animation patterns, which makes them look like actual living beings. Probably the coolest mob this mod adds so far is the dragon, which in my opinion is the coolest dragon I've ever seen in a Minecraft mod. And I'm just super excited for this mod to be usable, because it has a great potential in my opinion. If the assets already available are integrated nicely into the game in the new release versions, I think it might be a mod of the year contender. But there's still a lot of work to be done until then. Next, there's Villager Recruits Claim and Siege update. And this is a mod I just made a review about, and it is the first one I've showcased twice in a dedicated video on my channel, which says a lot. Villager Recruits adds villager soldiers to Minecraft that you can hire using emeralds, and that will fight for you. There is an amazing command system with different groups, formations, there are archers, shieldmen, horsemen and other incredible mechanics. You can create your own faction, claim an area and wage war against other factions and besiege their territory. This mod enables you to fight in huge battles with your own army against other armies, and basically turn Minecraft into an RTS game. And what can I say? This mod has an insane quality, and I think almost no mod can match it, because it doesn't just add a mod with some abilities, but the mechanics behind it are super complex, and the mod is incredibly unique. I also love that it is fairly simple and doesn't touch other areas in the game or adds unnecessary items or mobs that you might not want. The mod is configurable to perfectly suit your needs, and it is a 100% recommendation for everyone. Next we have AlcoCraft Plus, and people who have watched me for some time know that I love simple mods that add some decoration that is also functional. And well, of course, medieval style mods in Minecraft are just awesome. This mod simply adds a brewing keg to the game, with which you can brew your own beer that can be drunk and that gives you special effects, or can just be placed down for an amazing decoration. Some of the beer can increase your movement speed or strength, but the beer can also give you nausea or other side effects. The mod is super simple, but I think it is so vanilla-ish, it is perfect. You can build your own little tavern, place down beer mugs and a few kegs in the walls. The mod adds a simple mechanic to brew your beer, which is super straightforward and well, just perfect. The next mod on the list is Dungeons Enhanced. This mod will add surprise dungeons to Minecraft. And well, I've shown a lot of dungeon mods at this point, all of which are nice, because they add some variation. This mod adds 27 new structures and dungeons to Minecraft, all of which have a medieval fantasy theme and try to blend in into the normal Minecraft structure design, while spicing things up a bit. There are huge mazes, castles, towers, forgotten temples, and more. I like the fact that the dungeons are basic, although they might not be enough if you really want something larger that you can actually explore for a longer time than just one or few minutes. Still, for more variation, a no-brainer. Up next, we have a mod that is called Punchy. This mod transforms how combat and movement in Minecraft feels from a first-person perspective. It will add fluid animations, in-hand physics, and really cool stuff like visualizations of weight. It makes Minecraft feel more alive, without feeling completely out of place. There are animations for using the different tools, swimming, holding a lantern, inspecting your sword, and basically every action you do in first person. And to be honest, why not? This mod makes Minecraft feel more dynamic and satisfying to play, and it doesn't touch other areas of the game, making it a cool new addition, and you can even combine it with other visual mods or resource packs to, for example, turn your lanterns into a 3D lantern, and then having Punchy's dynamic animations while holding it, making it a perfectly realistic display. Next, we have a mod called Automobility, and this mod is not really a newcomer, but I haven't shown a car mod in quite some time, so I thought I would include it again. This mod will introduce different types of small cars to Minecraft that you can construct and then drive. These cars are usually one-man vehicles and don't really fit a realistic scale compared to the player, which I think is a small downside. But they fit Minecraft's aesthetic and are fun and simple to use. I personally still prefer some of the mechanics of other old car mods, like Mr. Crayfish's car mod, which also added a fuel production and usage system. But I think if you want fairly simple cars, and a mod that is not overcomplicated but fun and has a high quality, this is probably one of the best, if not the best, to go with in the newer Minecraft versions, in my opinion. Great models, great mechanics, and you can even customize cars and add attachments like chests or lawnmowers. Overpacked is a new Minecraft backpack mod that will add backpacks like I've never seen them before in Minecraft, because these backpacks are huge and look completely oversized. They have a huge capacity, equal to roughly 4 chests, allowing you to transport a lot of items. These backpacks can be worn in a backpack slot and accessed or placed down and then opened. And what is really cool is that you can individually access different parts of the backpack, like different chests. While moving, they have great animations, and even though for third person this might be annoying as it blocks some of your view, I think these backpacks are super cute and the mod has a great quality. For our next mod, we have Brimm armors, tactical military armors. And as the name already says, this mod will bring military combat gear to Minecraft. These armors have a really high level of detail and look amazing. They are modeled after real-world military equipment, and there's a large range of different helmets and vests for a lot of variety when playing on a multiplayer server, for example. The armors also give buffs, like for example night vision for some of the kids, and you can even customize patches that can be applied to the gear. This mod might be too detailed for some of you, but I think it is still a really cool choice for any military mod pack. SCP-323 Wendigo Skull is a fairly small horror mod that will add a single new creature to Minecraft, the Wendigo. This monster can be encountered as a simple skull that doesn't look threatening. But as you get closer, you will realize that the skull is alive, and the Wendigo might appear from it and kill you. Once this monster evolves, it will start to actively hunt you, sometimes simply stalking villagers or yourself, and eventually getting hungry enough to take a run at you, trying to devour you. Killing this monster will return it to its skull state, a simple mod that still feels somewhat scary and unsettling, while not changing too much in the game. Track is a weird name for a mod, but here we are. Track is a mod that will introduce over 150 custom structures to Minecraft across all biomes, blending into their environments. There are buried desert villages, jungle tree houses, pirate coves, structures for every setting. So the mod adds structures of all sizes, from small to large, but not super huge ones. There are settlements, forts, towers, camps, factories, but also small landmarks. The mod doesn't follow a specific theme, as there are Minecraft theme structures, medieval ones, but also a few more modern ones. However, all of these structures are really beautifully designed, and I will really consider adding this mod to my next Minecraft world, because of its cool designs. RoadWeaver is a quite interesting mod, and also something we have not seen like this before, because what this mod will do is it will connect all your Minecraft villages by creating paths between them. You can walk along these paths, or rather small streets, from village to village, and the mod even creates tunnels or bridges if there are rivers in between. The road adapts to the biomes, and there are even lamps and sometimes structures along the road and more. It kind of reminds me of the lost city streets and the tunnels between the cities, but this version is much more fitting for a medieval setting and also more vanilla friendly. Cool idea. The last mod on our list today is Emotecraft. This mod will enable you to use emotes in Minecraft, like you're used to from games like Fortnite. There are a couple of built-in emotes, but you can also add your own individual ones, and there are basically no limits for your creativity. You can wave, do a backflip, clap, do a facepalm, start to dance, or do whatever else you want. To be honest, this mod is pretty useless in single player, and there are probably not that many moments where you can use emotes in a fun way, except when fooling around with friends on a server. Still, a really cool and straightforward mod with a great mechanic. This is it for this video. You can find the links to all of the mods in the description below. If you enjoyed the video and want to see more videos like this in the future, feel free to leave a like, comment or subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.